3.229 from absolutely nowhere. Danny Buchan on the rapid fulfillment FS3 Kawasaki. Someone's gone down, and that is Hector Barbara.
Cheers.
Barbara, no.
That's oil,
oh
oil.
Dear. Several of them now. Oh, they're piling up.
Yeah.
Ouch.
That's a huge oil spillage.
Oh, dear me.
Yeah, get them oil flags out and get out of the way.
There's Lee Jackson is one of the people down there. There's been a host. I think Josh Owens is another. There's a host of lads down. Let's hope that everybody's all right.
Yeah.
There looked to be a bit of a mess on the bike front.
Oil on his rear
hurt.
yeah. Maybe a Suzuki.
That's what I'm worried about, because the Suzukis have been so strong.
Yeah.
The year before that we had Nico Rosberg, who was again very, very good. This year less obvious. That's a big shunt. Who's that?
That is big, and just catching it into the tyres.
Dance cars, isn't it?
And it's Lapierre
Copse
losing it. And I'm just wondering, Gareth, we saw an engine going, and I think it was Pantano's engine just let go, and I wonder if he's left any kind of fluid out there on the track.
Coming towards the camera. Oh, we had a failure. That looked like a failure to me.
It did.
The front left, the front left upright looked like it just failed.
Well, I thought that I actually thought it was the back end that just gave in, but
yeah, you could see something just give out on the front left of the car.
We'll have a look. It was certainly on the left-hand side, and in he went. He is okay. So it was nothing to do with Pantano's engine failure.
Hamilton's going to try again. This time on the inside, a continent touch. Verstappen is out of the race, and that's a big crash into Copse. Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen coming together. Hamilton continues on. Charles Leclerc now leads the British Grand Prix. That's the sight I did want to see after a very nasty collision into the tyre barrier.
And Lewis Hamilton right in the slipstream of that Red Bull with less downforce on the car, greater straight line speed. Lewis ran a little bit wide, didn't he, into the apex of the corner. Max goes to cover the inside. He thinks he's got the inside covered, and then turns in. Wouldn't have really have known where Lewis was exactly at 180 miles an hour.
Oh, Joe, got to interrupt you. The number 2 Audi is off.
I was going to say.
And it's gone off in sector 9, and it's done damage. It's hit the barriers hard. The driver, Ben Trellier, is talking to the pits at the moment. He's not very happy. He's gone off at Copse. He's on the curb coming out of Woodcote. No, he's in the right place. Let's have a listen.
He hit.
He hit the inside guardrail. Exactly the same thing has happened in the braking area at Stowe when we saw that car off before.
I've actually done this, John.
Mike Smith, there he is, and he's going off. Mike Smith's going off. Oh, straight into the tar barrier. That looks a very nasty one indeed. The rear bumper's ripped off. The front of the car looks as though it's stoved in, but the door moves. And incredibly, Mike Smith has undone his safety belts, and he's getting out, and he looks perfectly okay. He even smiles at the marshals, who give him a hand up to safety. Over the sleeper wall. Is he all right? Mike Smith ploughs straight on into the tyre wall at about 90 miles an hour. Nearly took our cameraman with him too.
Rossi thought about going up the inside, but Marquez is where he needs to be. Rins is up to second.
Quartararo's down. He's done Dovizioso
I think
as well.
it is.
There's
Unbelievable.
Fire from the Ducati.
Oh, what a dramatic start. Dovizioso's down. The bike's on fire.
Watch this. Quartararo's just going to lose the rear. There's a twitch from Rins. Look at Rins. Rins was out the lead as well. That's what happens when you've got nowhere to go. There was nothing. These guys have got lightning reflexes, cat-like reflexes, but Dovizioso, look, he's trying to think here, I'm going over the top. This is a horrible, horrible crash for Andrea Dovizioso. Bang!
Do you know what the worst thing is, Matt? Dovi had got a really good start then.
It's not quite as porous just as you come through.
Oh, big crash!
Lopez, huge shunt there.
That's the 4th position car. It looks like it might well be Maggots or Beckett. And here we are. It is Copse corner, Alan. He goes in and it's wet, and he's going to go straight on. Oh, no!
Yeah, he's turned in on the curb. His left side wheels were on the curb, and that's why he got a wiggle on. And it happens quite often because those painted surfaces just do not have any, basically the water can't go through paint.
Grosjean once again involved in a collision. It's Sainz and Grosjean out of this race.
That's got to be a safety car again, and it is.
And out of this race, and we can see why. Sainz on the outside squeezes Grosjean and then gets hit by him.
That could have been an airplane crash. They were very lucky there. Sainz was lucky that didn't go over.
Didn't give him enough room, did he?
What was the first sound there? There was a first sound before they made contact. I need to see that again.
There was no room on the inside.
for Romain Grosjean.
Got where he was going. He's oh, hang on.
And, oh my goodness, is that coming out of Copse? Whoa. And that has been an enormous crash. Thankfully, the riders involved in that enormous accident, Barry Teasdale and Paul McClung, are seemingly all right. One complaining of some hip pain, thankfully got away with it, because it was a huge accident. Teasdale went down as he came out of Copse, and look at what happened to Paul McClung. The Scotsman launched into the air, pure motocross style. The bike, thankfully, missing the cowering marshals, understandably wondering where that bike was going to end up. This is what it looked like from there, even more dramatic from front on. And Paul McClung's bike, bless him, he deserves a new one for that, doesn't he, for the displays put on.
Another thankful thing, the bike didn't, when it was going through its sort of death throes, it didn't hit him again, you know, as it was destroying itself. One of the things you've got to avoid at all costs is getting hit by a bike, and when you're in the lap of the gods at that point, I mean, that's probably...
I see what you mean. Look, the bike landed almost beside him, ahead of him.
Yeah.